Hello, class 6th and class 7th students. Today I am going to describe a new chapter and very interesting chapter, that is the triangles and its property. Rather, you may say triangles and its properties. So the properties are, it is on your screen. The six elements of a triangle. Second, median of the triangle. Third, altitude of a triangle. Fourth, the exterior angle property. Fifth, the angle sum property of a triangle. Sixth, equilateral triangle. We will discuss the details about equilateral triangle. Seventh, isosceles triangles, the properties of isosceles triangles, rather triangles. Then property of the length of sides of a triangle. Right angle triangles, Pythagoras theorem. So for the sake of simplicity, we, instead of writing triangle, the full word, I have written this. This means triangle in this section of my video. So let us start, guys. Six elements of a triangle. So here is a triangle. Suppose it is A, B, C. A is the vertex, B is the vertex, and C is the vertex. So six elements are three sides and three angles are the six elements of a triangle. Here three sides are AB, BC and CA. Similarly, three angles are angle CAB, angle ABC and angle BCA. In naming of the angles, all of you know that we used to keep vertex in the middle. So BCA, sorry, it is BCA. So these are the six elements of a triangle. Now let us come to the second topic, that was median of the triangle. So suppose this is a triangle. Suppose this is a triangle. Now let the triangle be ABC. Now we can make base any of the side. So here the base is AB. By you cut a paper exactly same to this triangle and fold it, you will find the middle point O, and this middle point, when we join this with the center, with the opposite vertex, then you will find median of a triangle. So median of a triangle, from the normal, it is perpendicular, and when we join opposite vertex, when we join a vertex to the opposite side of a triangle, such that it divides the base into two parts, that is called median of the triangle. So OC is equal to median of the triangle. The triangle ABC, and O is the midpoint of AB. Now we'll come to the third topic, altitude of a triangle. So suppose there is a right angled triangle. This is right angled triangle ABC. Now it is perpendicular to the base. So AC will be the altitude, means height of a triangle. AC will be the altitude of this triangle. Triangle ABC. Now let us consider, this was case 1. Let us consider few another cases. Case 2. Suppose this is a triangle ABC. Now from vertex C, if we drop a perpendicular to the opposite side AB, this is the perpendicular and this point is O. So here OC will be the altitude of triangle ABC. Similarly, case 3, if the triangle is like this, so what we will do, we will from vertex C, we will drop a perpendicular and we will produce AB. Here it is O. So here OC will be the altitude of triangle ABC. So these are the certain criteria of finding the altitude of a triangle. Now we'll come to the fourth one, that is the exterior angle property. Suppose this is a triangle ABC. Here also we will deal with 3 or 4 cases. Now if we, here it is ABC. Now this is triangle ABC. Now if we produce this side AB up to suppose D. Now here a triangle, an angle is formed. This angle is the exterior angle of the triangle, and the opposite two angles of this exterior angle is these two. So this exterior angle will be equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. So the properties is the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. So here angle DBC will be equal to angle BAC plus angle ACB. So this is the exterior angle. In short, I am writing angle like this. And these two are two opposite interior angles. Now we'll take next case, interior angle property. This was, suppose this was the case 1. Now listen carefully, from one vertex we can produce side in 2 ways. So here also ABC is a triangle, and suppose we are producing from this side. So here angle is formed. This angle has opposite angle of this angle is this angle and this angle. So here also angle, suppose it is D, it is E, it is F, it is G. So here angle DEG will be equal to angle EDF plus angle DFE. Similarly, we can produce the sides of a triangle in 2 ways, in 2 different ways from one vertex, and we can name and we can prove that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of 2 opposite interior angles. So this you have to learn, you have to remember this property and learn from the figure how they are. This is case 2, how the external angle is equal to 2 opposite internal angles. Now we are going to, this was 4th, we are going to new point, that is the angle sum property of a triangle. 5th, the angle sum property of a triangle. Now suppose guys, this is ABC as a triangle. So here 3 angles are formed. One angle is here, second angle is here, third angle is here, or first angle is this, second angle is this, third angle is this. The sum of these 3 angles will always be equal to 180 degree. Whether it is a small angle, a small triangle, or it is a very big triangle, no matter, always there the sum of angles will be equal to 180 degree. So angle A plus angle B plus angle C will be equal to 180 degree irrespective of size of a triangle. Or we can say angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle BCA will always be equal to 180 degree. Whether it is a small triangle or a big triangle, no problem. Suppose there is a very small triangle here. It is DEF. In this case also, angle EDF plus angle DEFE plus angle FED will be equal to 180 degree. So we have now understand that the sum of all the angles of any triangle irrespective of its size is equal to 180 degree. So we will write this: the sum of all the angles, all the three angles you may write, of a triangle is equal to 180 degree, or you may say supplementary. So this was the angle sum property of a triangle. Now we will prove that. Now you can get a question in your class: prove that the sum of all the angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. How we will prove? Just see. Suppose here is a triangle. It is triangle ABC. Now three angles are here, here and here. So what we will write? We will write like this: given triangle ABC. Then we will write to prove angle BAC, this angle, plus angle ACB plus angle CBA is equal to 180 degree. This we have to prove. Now what we'll do? We'll do a construction. So this was the triangle. This was the triangle. We will do a construction here. We will write construction. Draw a line from vertex C such that it is perpendicular, it is parallel to AB. So from point C we will draw a line which is parallel to AB. Let this line be, here it is E and here it is F. Now proof. We have write given, we have write to prove, we have write construction, we have written construction. Now we will prove. So see guys, in this figure, angle FCB is equal to angle CBA. We will write the reason of it, since EF is parallel to AB and angle FCB and angle CBA are alternate angles. Similarly, or you may say these two are pair of alternate angles. Similarly, angle ECA plus angle ECA will be equal to CAB, angle CAB. We will write the reason of it. Reason is EF is parallel to AB and angle ECA and CAB, angle CAB are alternate angles. Now we know that the angle formed in a straight line, angle formed at a point in a straight line is always equal to 180 degree. Therefore, now angle ECA plus angle ACB plus angle FCB is equal to 180 degree. Reason we can write, since EF is a straight line, and the point C lies on it. This, you can say, this is equation 1. Now in place of ECA we can write CAB, as we have proved that these two are equal. This implies angle CAB plus angle ACB plus angle, now in place of FCB we can write CBA. Here I have written FCB is equal to CBA. Angle CBA will be equal to 180 degree, because these two are equal and these two are equal, so we have replaced it. So this shows that this hence proved. Now come to the equilateral triangles. This is 6.1, equilateral triangles. Equilateral triangles are such whose all three sides and three angles are equal. So this, suppose this is an equilateral triangle ABC. So therefore this is an equilateral triangle. Therefore AB will be equal to BC will be equal to CA, and angle A will be equal to angle B will be equal to angle C. But sum of all the three angles are 180 degree, we have proved. So each angle will be equal to 60 degree. So we can say that in an equilateral triangle all the sides are equal and all the angles, all the three angles are equal to 60 degree. So this is the property of equilateral triangle up to the level of class 6 and 7. Now we'll come to isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle, the two sides, you can say the any two sides of a triangle are equal. Suppose this is ABC is a triangle. Here there is triangle ABC. Now if AC is equal to BC or AB is equal to BC or AB is equal to CA, in both these three cases, in triangle ABC will be an isosceles triangle. Now we'll come to the properties of isosceles triangle. So this is a triangle. Now this is a triangle ABC. Suppose AC is equal to BC. So this side is equal to this side. Then the opposite vertex of this side is this, and opposite vertex of this side is this. So the opposite, if the two sides are equal, then their opposite angles will also be equal. Then angle A will be equal to angle B, or angle BAC will be equal to angle ABC. Angle ABC. So if any of the two sides are equal, then their opposite angles are also equal. This is the property of an isosceles triangle. We'll come to eighth property of the lengths of a triangle. Lengths of sides of a triangle. Now, to understand it, first we will try to understand by figure. Understand this property. This is triangle ABC. Now, as per this property, if we add two sides, suppose we are adding AC plus BC, the third side is AB, so it will be greater by AB. Or suppose we are adding AB plus AC, AB plus AC, that will be greater than BC. Or we are adding AC, AB plus AC, AC plus BC. So we have proved it. So if we add the length of two sides of a triangle, it will be always greater than the third side. So we will write here conclusion. If we add the length of any two sides of a triangle, then it will be greater than the third side. Now again, suppose this is a triangle ABC, case 2. This was case 1. Now if we find the difference of length of two angles, suppose AB minus AC, that will be less than BC. Similarly, AB minus BC will always be less than AC. So, conclusion. The difference of the length of any two sides of a triangle is always less than the third side. So this was two properties of length of sides of a triangle. Ninth, we'll come to right angle triangle. We'll define it first. Right angle triangles are the triangles whose measure of any one side is equal to 90 degree. So suppose here is a right angle triangle. It is ABC and here it is perpendicular. Now few things we will try to understand. This is perhaps new for you, so we will try to understand. So this side opposite to the 90 degree, opposite to this angle, is called hypotenuse. So BC will be known as hypotenuse. Now triangle is standing on AB, so AB will be called as base. and AC will be called as perpendicular. So hypotenuse we often represent by a small h, base we often represent by small b, and perpendicular we often is perpendicular is often denoted by a small p. Now we'll come to Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square will be equal to perpendicular square plus base square. This implies BC square will be equal to AC square plus AB square. And these theorems, this Pythagoras theorem can be proved, but in this video I have explained the formula of Pythagoras theorem and what is hypotenuse, what is base, and what is perpendicular. So many of the questions in your exam, perhaps in the midterm exam, you will get from the Pythagoras theorem. Sometimes you will have to obtain hypotenuse, base, and perpendicular will be given. Sometimes you have to obtain base, hypotenuse, and perpendicular would be given. Sometimes you have to find perpendicular, hypotenuse, and base will be given. This is the end of the triangle and its properties. Hope guys you would be understanding this these all properties very carefully. If you can like my videos, you can comment, you can share, and you can subscribe. I wish that I will always reply to your comments. Thank you guys.